Welcome, everyone. Today's topic is an important one: the 7 attitudes of a person who only uses you. It's a subject that touches us all at some point in our lives, and understanding it can make a world of difference in our relationships. These attitudes can be subtle, almost invisible, but they can drain us emotionally, mentally, and sometimes even physically. That's why it's essential to recognize these signs early on to safeguard our well-being. Today, we'll not only identify these attitudes, but also share some effective strategies to handle them. Because you see, knowledge isn't just power, it's protection. It's the shield that protects our emotional health, and the sword that helps us cut through the complexities of human behavior. So whether you're navigating the world of dating, maintaining long-term relationships, or even dealing with tricky workplace dynamics, this insight could be a game changer. So, let's dive into these attitudes and arm ourselves with knowledge. The first attitude is the self-centered one. Picture this: a friend who only talks about themselves. Sounds familiar? Imagine you're sitting at a cafe with a friend. As you sip your coffee, you can't help but notice that every conversation circles back to them. Whether it's their latest achievement, a problem they're facing, or a new interest they've developed, they seem to monopolize the conversation, leaving no room for your thoughts or experiences. This is a classic sign of a self-centered attitude. It's as if they're in their own world, and everyone else is just a spectator. This type of behavior can be draining, leaving you feeling unheard and unimportant. It's important to recognize this attitude for what it is: a one-sided relationship where your needs and feelings are not valued. Remember, a healthy relationship involves mutual interest and support. The second attitude is the exploitative one. Ever felt like a friend only calls when they need something? Picture this: you have a friend, let's call him Jack. Jack is a charming guy, always full of stories, but there's a catch. Jack only seems to reach out when he needs a favor. Maybe he needs a ride to the airport, or he's short on rent, or he wants you to help him move. But when you're in a bind, Jack is suddenly too busy or simply not around. This pattern repeats itself, and you start to feel like a tool in Jack's toolbox, only pulled out when he has a problem to fix. You're left feeling used and underappreciated. The exploitative attitude is a clear sign of a one-sided relationship. It's a red flag that you're dealing with someone who views relationships as transactions, not genuine connections. A true friend will be there for you, not just when they need something. The third attitude is the manipulative one. Have you ever been guilt-tripped into doing something you didn't want to? Picture this: you're at a gathering, and there's this person who always seems to play the victim card. They're always talking about their problems, their bad day, their hardships. It's as if they're stuck in a perpetual cycle of misfortune. They use their woes to extract sympathy, and before you know it, you're doing things for them that you never signed up for. You're picking up their slack, covering their responsibilities, all because they've managed to twist your emotions like a puppet on strings. It's an art, really, a dark one. Emotional manipulation is a tool often used by those who seek to use others for their own benefit. It's vital to set boundaries and not let anyone manipulate your emotions. The fourth attitude is the dismissive one. Do you feel unheard in a friendship? Picture this: you're sharing your thoughts or feelings about something that matters to you. But instead of showing empathy or understanding, the other person brushes you off, like your opinions are insignificant. They may trivialize your experiences or imply that your feelings are overreactions. This dismissive behavior can be subtle, but it's a clear sign that they're not truly valuing your perspective. Everyone deserves to be heard and respected. The fifth attitude is the controlling one. Ever felt like someone is trying to control your life? Picture this: you're friends with Alex, who always seems to be steering the direction of your conversations, your choices, even your own thoughts. Alex might say things like, "I just know what's best for you," or "You should do it this way." This is a classic sign of a controlling attitude. It's important to remember that your life is yours to live. Remember, you have the right to make your own choices. The sixth attitude is the envious one. Ever felt like someone is always trying to one-up you? Imagine your triumphs becoming a launchpad for their need to outshine. You share your promotion, they flaunt their luxury vacation. You win a marathon, they've suddenly signed up for a triathlon. This isn't about shared ambitions or friendly rivalry. It's about them wanting to eclipse your sunshine instead of basking in it with you. Remember, genuine bonds are woven from mutual joy, not jealousy. True friends celebrate each other's successes. The seventh and final attitude is the unreliable one. Ever felt let down by someone who promised to be there for you? Imagine this. You're relying on a friend to help you move on a Saturday. They've given their word, yet when the day arrives, they're nowhere to be found. Their phone goes straight to voicemail. This pattern repeats, promises made and broken. It's a cycle that leaves you feeling betrayed and alone. Trust is essential in any relationship. So, those were the 7 attitudes of a person who is using you. But what can we do about it? Let's recap. The self-centered, the exploitative, the manipulative, the dismissive, the controlling, the envious, and the unreliable attitudes are all signs of someone who may be using you. Recognizing these attitudes is the first step towards resolving the issue. Now, for the solutions. It's essential to set boundaries. Make it clear what you are and aren't comfortable with. Improve your communication. Be open about your feelings and concerns. If you're struggling to navigate through, don't hesitate to seek professional help. Therapists and counselors are there to guide you. But most importantly, remember that it's okay to let go if a relationship is causing you more harm than good. It's never easy, but it's crucial for your personal growth and emotional well-being. Remember, you deserve respect and authentic relationships. Don't settle for less.